Gen Z is obsessed with their appearance. So we're seeing a lot of trends pop up on various social media where people are just becoming increasingly unhinged about their looks. Some girls are filling their faces to the brim with Botox. Every part of their body has some sort of alteration through plastic surgery. We're having lip jobs, nose jobs, boob jobs, butt jobs. I can't even pronounce the amount of jobs. When does it end, guys? Come on. Even guys are doing ridiculous stuff like limb lengthening surgery to become taller because they're insecure about their height. And it's kind of just become normalized in our generation to be extremely unhappy about the way you naturally are. And that brings us to this ridiculous trend I saw where TikTokers are basically tattooing a ridiculous amount of freckles on their face to look quirky and unique, but it's not really quirky because all of their friends are doing it, and it also just looks like really bad acne. Yeah, I don't know what kind of brainwashing is going on where people actually think that this sort of looks good. Isn't like this the type of look that everybody's trying to avoid? The fact that your face is completely like filled with acne and people get so insecure about that. And then we have these people who have perfectly like, clean faces that, everybody idealizes, and even they're insecure. This is literally the type of stuff that people got made fun of for, and now you're going back into it. It's so weird. It's kind of like those people who get those extremely dark tans and essentially just change skin color. Here's what the comments are saying. It's weird because I've always looked at freckles as blemishes that made my skin look uneven and looked bad when I tanned. Glad to know it's a trend now. Eventually everything becomes a trend, guys. If you feel like you're ugly or something like that, don't worry. In a couple years it'll probably become a trend and people will try to look exactly the way you are. I don't understand why people will tattoo freckles on, because 9 out of 10 of the ladies who get tattooed freckles now were the ones who bullied us for having freckles. Years later they'll have blue freckles. Am I the only one that doesn't understand why people are doing this? No, you're not the only one. I don't understand what level of brainwashing has happened here. Like, this is a permanent tattoo on your freaking face, dude. I just don't understand. Like, you should probably be thinking about this for at least a year before you even attempt to do something like this. And maybe now it's all cool, with your peer group and everybody thinks like, oh, it's quirky, she has freckles, it's so cute. But what about when you're 40 and it's no longer cute? What about when you're 65 and you're a grandma and your other grandma buddies are just bullying you for making the stupid life decision? Think about the grandma bullying, okay? You don't want to be a part of that, okay? They're really mean. Looks like bad acne. That's what I don't understand. It's like freckles is fine. Like, maybe you do a little bit of makeup and put those, I don't know, cute freckles that people like to have or whatever, like maybe a couple dots here and there, but all over your face? What the heck? That's just you stick out like a sore thumb. It just actually looks unhealthy. It looks like you have smallpox. Like, it looks like you have a deadly disease. Please stop. Please stop this. I can't wait until Muffin Top is cool. I was bullied for my freckles and now they got a freckle tattoo? Acne core. Now, it turns out people have actually found a way to take this one step further, and they're making different sort of things here. People are getting rainbow freckles tattooed on them. Looks like an infection. An Australian businesswoman is tattooing rainbow freckles on her customers, and the internet is not impressed.
We go again with another absolutely gorgeous rainbow freckle face tattoo. This is Jelly, and these are the rainbow face tattoos we made for her today. I'm a cosmetic tattoo artist, and I've been known for doing weird, wacky, wonderful things to people's faces, including, of course, rainbow freckles.
If I looked at someone and they had Skittles on their face, I would assume you have some sort of rare disease, and I would stay as far away from you as humanly possible. Like, if you're out here with blue, green, nah, please, you're probably radioactive. Blue, red, pink, and orange dots were tattooed across her cheeks. Sorry, that sounded weird. But people are not pleased with the results. A TikToker wrote, "Is this permanent? I feel bad for her. Is this illegal?" So it turns out all the videos here have been deleted. I wonder why, guys. So maybe this person got backlash for literally permanently altering a person's face like this. And obviously the other people probably consented, but probably not the best decision to do on these people. Now here we have another girl who's a Twitch streamer who's gotten henna freckles here, but if you look at hers, it's completely different. Like, it's much more subtle, and this might be actually a sort of decent look. If you want to go for it, you can go for it. And it's henna, meaning you could probably get it off. Like, it's not tattooed on there forever. So So I feel like if you want to go for this, maybe try something like what this girl did, rather than literally giving yourself chicken pox, dude. God damn, holy shit. And look at the different comments over here. You look so cute, so beautiful, this really suits you. And meanwhile, the other comments are like, Jesus Christ, why would you ever do this?
Come with me while I do a full face of heavy coverage freckle tattoos.
Here we have the culprit who's doing all the stuff.
What we are looking like fresh off the needle, so beautiful, rosy cheeked as always. Rewinding for a second, this is the canvas that I had to work on. My client has such beautiful skin, but as you can see, her features were made for freckles. She has a couple of natural freckles here and there, and I used those as a jumping off point to map out these glorious heavy coverage freckles.
All right, I mean, fair enough. If that's what you want to do, just know that it'll probably stick out a lot, and probably don't want to get a permanent version of this type of stuff. But I'm not one to, you know, stop people from doing what they want to do over here. Okay, so here's the before and after, and personally, I wouldn't understand why you would want to do that, but whatever, your choice over there. Just let's hope you can get that reversed sometime if you do end up regretting this decision. Here's how people reacted. Oh my god, years of getting called freckle fart from Kmart, and now people are getting them tattooed on. What is this world? Not me here hating my freckles and this person is tattooing them on their face. Cannot believe what I hated having growing up is now a trend. Me trying to avoid my freckles coming out every year and people are doing this. Me naturally having a full body of freckles and hating them. It's just, I guess moral of the story is you should actually embrace your natural beauty and not try to change it so much. Maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. Are you sure that just isn't monkeypox? This can't be real. This poor woman, God help us all. It looks like some form of skin disease. Natural freckles are cute. Tattooed, they will never look right. And you know, you can spend your entire life trying to look like somebody else and trying to become sort of this glossy, perfect version of yourself. And you know, it is slightly encouraged in terms of like diet and exercise and style and stuff like that. But you know, permanent changes using extraneous methods or whatever, where like you're having surgery or doing some permanent damage or like paying somebody money to do this sort of stuff, I feel like, I don't know, it just gives off a sort of artificial feel, and I feel like underneath you will never actually truly be satisfied. It might boost up your confidence for a little bit, but what happens when freckles are no longer the trend? What happens when freckles, you know, what comes around goes around, and what happens when freckles are ugly again and everybody hates them and tries to get rid of them, kind of like acne is right now, you know? Some were initially shocked at what the person's face looks like straight after getting the dots tattooed. They appear red, inflamed, and not exactly what you think of when the word freckle comes to mind. Because it turns out it's not a natural process. You're tattooing this on yourself, bro. Oh my god. Of course it's gonna look unnatural because it actually is.
I begin with cleaning her face to get rid of anything that could have been left on her face. And the nose area is usually the most painful for my girls. Then I slowly move to her cheeks. I usually start with one side. We wanted to achieve a very, very, very gentle result, and I think we succeeded. What do you think?
All of this is going to be subjective. Of course, some people are going to want more freckles. Some people are going to want less. Some people might think that looks unhealthy. That looks like an injury right there. And some people might think it looks beautiful, whatever. The whole like point of this is that your appearance is not something you should be losing your mind over. Of course, it's an important thing and you should take care of yourself, but to be obsessed about it to the point where you're making these radical changes, such as a tattoo on your face and stuff like that, it's questionable, I'd say. And you should probably be focusing on different aspects of your life that you could improve rather than that. Everyone is unhappy with everything. Human nature maybe, but we've turned that dial to 11 now, especially with social media. When you're comparing yourself constantly with everybody and you're not as perfect as them, of course, you're gonna end up doing something that's kind of crazy. I got freckles tattooed on my face and instantly regretted it. Darman title right there. I'm desperate for them to fade. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. So this is her before the tattoos, and then after we have this picture over here, and apparently these are not going away and she's kind of stuck with them. You look at all of these people on Instagram or TikTok or whatever platform thinking they're completely natural, when in reality they have tons of makeup, they have tons of filters, they might have even had tons of surgery modifications, which we'll get to in a next couple of images. You know, they can afford perfect personal trainers, dietitians, all of this stuff. So stop comparing yourself, okay? You'll get there. Don't worry, okay? And all these people, they're going through a lot of shit, okay? They are also as equally insecure as you, despite the fact that that may be hard to believe. Now, a lot of women on social media are coming out and trying to just be honest about what sort of work they've had done. And they get tons of comments like these, like, I love how naturally pretty you are. And you look at this person, you think, hey, they look pretty good, and I'm pretty sure they're natural. And turns out that's not the case. So here we have the work she actually had done. She posted a before and after to kind of show people that, hey, I'm not really natural. We got hair dye, we got forehead Botox, we got more Botox, lash serum, I don't even know what that is, Tren, whitening strips, lip blush, and blowout. Okay, I don't even recognize half of this stuff, but just know that people have always had a lot of stuff done, okay, and they'd work really hard to maintain this sort of appearance, this sort of natural look. Here we have another person. I love how naturally pretty you are. And then we got the after: hair dyed darker, chemically straightened hair, tinted brows, professionally whitened teeth, filler, lip blushing, jawline liposuction. It's crazy. It's not even like sort of normal everyday stuff that people will do. Like, of course, hair dyed darker, that's understandable, right? But jawline liposuction, you wouldn't think that if you just saw her like this, right? Because they also make an effort to look natural as well. Here we got yet another one. You're so naturally pretty. And turns out, wow, she had a lot of stuff done. It's like a whole jump scare here. Teeth whitening, dyed hair, 2 hours hairstyling, nose filler, cheek filler, lip filler. Like, this is not even, like, it's crazy the amount of stuff people have done. And acrylics fat dissolver, boob job, chin and jaw filler, makeup, braces, faux freckles, so it's like that fake freckles, but this is somewhat okay, you know. Microbladed brows, Botox, right? It's crazy. It's completely unexpected. Like, I'm no expert in any of this stuff, and like, just being a normal person looking at this person, they look completely natural. You can't even tell, you know. And now in some people it's very blatantly obvious. They just look flippin' weird, you know. We got Kim Kardashian. It's just ridiculous at a certain point. But yeah, don't be so hard on yourself. And I know I'm covering a lot of women here, but it's the same for guys, okay? It's like Sam Solik, he's on steroids. I think everybody knows that, but there's a lot of people who are on steroids that you wouldn't know, okay? And they might be doing similar stuff to this, okay? And it's more stigmatized, so they won't be telling you about it, obviously. Is it so much to ask to just be happy with what you got, man? God damn it. That's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you thought. Bye-bye.